Incredible. What's among your fans? What's their favorite? Jenna, I'm sorry, Tracy Birdsall.
Can we call her Jenna? Let me
what's get that off the screen?
You guys are so funny.
What's your favorite? What's their favorite Tracy Birdsall film?
I don't know, because everybody remembers me for something different, which is really kind of funny. I mean, some people all the way back to the soap days and stuff like that. It's really kind of funny because everybody has their favorite thing that you've done, and I love that. I just Facebooked you the.
Yeah, I'm going to play it right now.
Trailer.
Play it right now. Here you go.
Which one is this? This is Rogue
Warrior teaser trailer.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, a teaser.
She goes, but then she goes teaser, and she goes,
Oh, yeah. I think she's used to guys like us.
No,
We're going old school, motherfucker!
There's a bomb out there. It can instantly fry an AI positronic network.
You're staying here.
Shit!
Jesus. All right, listen.
Nice.
God damn it.
Yeah, this is better than
I need to go back
Independence
into.
Day.
I get to go into acting or something because this is.
These
little teaser trailers. It's like. It's teaser for a reason.
Yeah.
Do you see this? It's very,
I know
very
that,
sensual and sexual.
I have to go take a shower.
After that came out, it was so funny because like 4 different people that I talked to, 4 different interviewers, sent me on Facebook. They sent me a screenshot of that one scene where with my back.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay. I wonder how many people have screen captured this across the world by now.
Where did they film that movie? The desert scenes.
Pardon?
The desert scenes in the movie.
Who cares?
Where was it filmed?
Who cares?
Who cares?
Lots of
We get to
deserts.
see
everything from Mojave to Yuma,
We're going
Arizona,
old school,
Salton Sea.
motherfucker!
Gee, sorry. We have a list.
Okay.
We have a listener that's is asking Jim from actually Bad Machine, another show. We've grown so much, by the way, Tracy, since you've been on. We're a 24/7 radio station now, so. Jim from Bad Machine Radio, he says, do you know how expensive it is an Al Positronic network costs? Is that who's producing it, or?
No, I think didn't she mention that in the bomb that has to be blown up?
The Al Positronic network?
I think so.
An AI positronic network.
Oh, AI. It looks like an AL. Sorry.
Al.
AI Positronic network. He was talking about that. What does that mean?
I got to tell you, even that dialogue, you got to imagine memorizing 90 pages of that dialogue.
No cue cards?
Oh no.
Oh my, good for you.
Even if what I could see with someone as pretty as her, I could see even if she fucks up, the director's going, "No, it's all right, just improv, sweetheart." Because everybody's okay with the screen right now.
I'm very serious about my study.
I know
I'm
you
so
are.
Serious.
We teased you like last time.
Oh wow.
Pardon?
I said we were just teasing you like last time, but it's true though. You're in acting. You're in movies, and
well, you're also writing too, don't you? You've written some projects.
I have, but not in a long time. The last thing I wrote was TikTok, but I haven't done it in a long time. I don't have time. I don't have time to do just about anything. Right. I do interviews and I study and I shoot movies.
So you're working all through the year. Then you don't get time off for anything.
No, but my favorite thing is working. So like anytime there's a holiday or something, it's like my favorite thing if I'm shooting. So, and I get time off, I do the gym and I do my workouts and those things are fun. I see my friends there, So I did go to a really lovely 4th of July barbecue next door. It was great that it was next door, So I'll go do things, but I'm really, really focused on my work. I have a lot I still want to accomplish.
This is a bit of a cliched question. It gets asked a lot, but are there any roles that you've turned down that you later regretted?
PPRN.
Not that I've regretted. There are roles that I haven't gotten that I've regretted that I didn't get them. But no, I haven't. I've turned things down, but usually it's because it isn't fitting my career and where I'm going, or there's no arc in the character. Like if there's just little words coming out of your mouth and there's like nothing really that you can do with it to make it a great performance, then I wouldn't just do that for a paycheck. Maybe if it was a giant paycheck, but not what they pay. Yeah.
What were some of the roles that you were up for that you wish you had gotten?
That I wish I would have done.
Yeah.
I went up for one of the Star Treks. I went up for one of the roles, and you had to shave your head. And I couldn't imagine what it was that they were going to do with the character and with the prosthetics and stuff like that. And I was such a Trekkie when I was younger, and I was so bummed out. Like, it took me like a year to even get over it, and I still bring it up in interviews. How sad is that?
Jesus. I can see. She is the comic geeks, like, dream come true.
Yeah.
Like all them guys,
horrible.
she's the guy that walks right through the middle of the Coliseum, and all these guys that haven't been in their mother's basement for 20 years, and they're stuck in their little holes. They're like, oh, and there she is. She just walks
Well, she
by.
should be. It's too bad you're not in the new Star Trek film, because certainly everyone there would live long and prosper if you were on the Enterprise.
Isn't there an opening now? Didn't someone just pass away or something?
Well, yeah, the guy who
The
played
black guy,
Chekhov.
right?
No, the Russian guy.
The Russian guy.
Chekhov. Yeah.
Well, there you go.
Yeah.
Go back out for that role.
Yeah.
It's too bad that you had to get it that way, but hey, an opening's
Do you
an
guys know
opening.
somebody? Can you call and make that happen?
If we knew somebody, we wouldn't be broadcasting here in Connecticut. I wish we did, man. My nephew, my cousin, Noel, he's coming up in the ranks too. He's gotten some like minor parts, but I guess that's how you start. I mean,
Noel
There's
Ramos.
no
He's
money.
going to be
Noel
on the
Ramos.
show.
He's going to be on the show. He got a part in Ghostbusters. He had a part in that new NBC show with the girl with the tattoos on her back.
The girl with the tattoos in the back. I know the show.
What's
yeah.
her name in that show? She was.
I
They
know-
found her in the middle. I forgot the name of that show. He was also. He's got like 3 or 4 like small parts in big movies, and that's why he's making his way up. He's on IMDb now. So
Yeah. Well, Tracy's on IMDb as well.
I
Yeah.
know.
Yeah. I am too,
Yeah.
for that matter.
I'd like to
Tell
make a
his
movie
name,
with
I'll
Tracy.
stalk him and see how he's doing.
I would like to make a movie with Tracy, but it wouldn't make Hollywood.
Where would it make? where would it
A phone,
make? Yeah.
my phone, her phone. I don't know.
Tracy, do you prefer working in independent productions as opposed to working in studio productions?
I like working in the independent productions because those are the things that have been offered to me so readily over the years. I'd love to work in a studio production, but one of the things I do like about the independents is they give you so much room with your character. Like, I spend months before I even step foot on a set, really delving into who my character is and what I want her to be and what her quirks should be and stuff. And then I'll call the directors, and you actually have that one-on-one communication where you can kind of help create who that entity is. And I call it the birth of a character. I actually have a title for it. And so every single little thing, like if you watch Tooth Jenna and Rogue Warrior back to back, you would see that they're 2 distinctly different people, right down to how they move and how they laugh and everything. And so that's my favorite thing. And I don't know if you'd be given that type of liberty in a big studio production. And, yeah.
Have you ever wanted to direct as well as act?
I've never wanted to direct because I don't know how.
Really?
I'm sure. You'll be
Yeah, so
fine.
it's like I had somebody else ask me that like a year ago. Like, oh, the next step is directing. I'm like, oh, no, I love performing. I mean, I'm an entertainer. I grew up singing and dancing and entertaining people, and I loved it the very first time I was 5, and I remember watching the crowd stand up and clap. And I just remember being like, okay, this is amazing. I just entertained all of these people. And there's a great joy in that. I mean, after the Who's Jenna premiere, I mean, almost every single person in that crowd came up to me and had nice things to say afterwards. And it was just, you get appreciated for a talent and a skill that you have and you've honed for so long. And I never even got to dance that night. They had a live band. They had all this stuff going on. But that feeling to me of knowing that I just entertained people and how much they love it makes me so happy as a human being.
Well, on the flip side of that, how do you deal with bad reviews when they come out?
You know, I'm having to get ready for that because this will be my first science fiction that's released. That I was something other than a computer voice, which was, I got to tell you, that made me so happy. But I realize that the science fiction crowd is a little more negative. I see them rip everybody apart, and so I haven't ever had a bad review. So I'm kind of like not ready for it. After decades in the business, it's like, really, people say negative things.
Oh my goodness!
So I guess I've led a pretty good life.
You've led a very charmed life. Definitely, it's that's quite.
Well,
some...
but you put the work in, right?
Oh yeah, and you're getting the results
Yeah.
back. We have some
exactly.
We have some people
People
on
are
our...
like, well, how can I do this and how can I do that? And I said, how long did you study? And they'll say, well, so many hours. And I'm like, oh, man, you need to multiply that by like 10.
All right,
Yeah.
what the question everybody's probably going to want to know, the love interest. Anything changed? Anybody?
Anything change?
Anybody?
You mean in my life or in my character?
No, your life. We don't care about your character right now.
No, my life is exactly the same.
It is? Are you having too much fun? Is that what it is?
Pardon?
Are you having a lot of fun, though?
I always have a lot of fun.
Yeah.
I have fun every day.
Prenup. You just got to tell them prenup. I don't know what that means, but that's...
It sounds good.
I tried that.
I want to be at that level. Prenup.
Well, Tracy, what advice would you give to a young person coming into the industry who wants to be the next Tracy Birdsall?
They're going to have to work really, really hard. I can't imagine somebody else wanting to work as hard as I do. Because that's the payoff at the end is people feeling that way. But you got to work all day and all night. It's really, really hard.
Yeah.
And I think that you got to get the skills, and then you have to go and you have to hone them, and then you have to learn to live your characters, because I think that's the real key, is living it. Because when you're living it, and the words so well that they just roll out of your mouth, then people don't feel like they're watching a performance. They're watching a character. And so you just convince yourself that that's who you are and those are the things that you are. And then I think, to be me, there's a lot of training, there's a lot of things physicality-wise. It's a lot of hard work.
You had mentioned about hard work, and because Peter and I have had this conversation both on the air and off the air, is that we find a lot of people, maybe more so because we were focused in the music industry, they're not willing to do the hard work. They're not willing to invest 110% into what they're doing. And we see a lot of people who, they do have some talent, but it's not just not being processed because, quite frankly, they're lazy.
It's true. And I'd say that's the one difference. Like, you see people come into, we see busloads of people come into L.A. who are going to be actors from all over the world. And, you meet them at places and you become friends with them, and then you see busloads leave. And the difference between the people that leave sooner rather than the people that really stick it out is how much work they put into it, because nobody knows until they get off that bus how hard they're going to have to work. And most of them leave,
That's a shame.
How long have you been in Hollywood, Tracy?
I was born in Burbank.
Okay, so it's not much. But let's rephrase that. How long have you been in the entertainment industry?
Well, it depends. I've been in the union since I was 15, so a long time. My first was a Sunkist soda commercial. Then those ran for 10 years. But, and then I slowly parlayed into TV and film. But a long time, yeah.
Wow.
A long time. But I did grow up entertaining. I grew up singing and dancing and doing all of that. So I kind of feel like I've always been in the industry. My parents thought that I was just doing that stuff because that's what kids do. I always knew that I wanted to be in film and TV, but I have a good brain, so they wanted me to use my brain. So, it was kind of one of those things where at one point I had to turn the table and go on auditions and not tell anybody. And then one time I booked that commercial, and you know how my parents found out I was in that commercial at 15 was they saw it on TV.
Oh. Our parents suck when it comes to dreams like that. My mother's like, why the hell do you want to be in radio? I'm like, Mom, if Howard Stern thought the same way you did, he wouldn't be a billionaire right now. Relax.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, I think they just wanted what was best for me. They said, yeah, you could do that. They would say, but you don't have to do that. But now they're like my biggest supporters. They love seeing because my parents worked really hard, and they love seeing how much I put into it, and that I'm passionate about it. I'm very, very passionate about it. And like even you guys, like I love the press. I love not just the viewers and the people that we're entertaining, but I also love talking about it. And I love, I just love the whole thing.
Oh, and we'd love to keep going, but unfortunately our show's coming to a close.
Yeah, but we'll talk to you again Wednesday, right?
I'll talk to you again on Wednesday.
Oh, she's going to be on Wednesday's show?
She's going to call on Wednesday, yeah.
Excellent. What a wonderful surprise.
Yeah. We put it all over Phil's page and PPRN page and everything else. And we'll
definitely. We'll pick up the conversation.
because we lost Dayton. We might as well pick her up,
Oh, it's a big improvement over there.
a lot of improvement. Thank you, Tracy. I appreciate it.
Thank you so much, Tracy.
Thanks,
it's been a
guys.
pleasure.
Good chatting with you again.
I will see you Wednesday.
Take care.
See you Wednesday.
Hey, good
Bye.
night. Bye.
Well, you mentioned Wednesday, Peter, because people who are listening to PPRN for the first time, you have your talk show Tuesday and Wednesday from 7 to 10 p.m. Eastern Time.
Correct.
And tomorrow you're going to be on the show. We got a guy named Neil Fuentes, who's the singing chef. He's, if you can believe that,
Oh.
he's going to be here. We have folk singer Shannon McMahon is coming back, and actor Michael Sacco is going to be back in the house. He's bringing a lady friend with him too.
I've seen that. A lot of ladies this week.
Yeah,
It's
we
Ladies
did.
Week.
You asked for women.
Okay, yes, a
And
Ladies
I
Week.
am your producer, and I do listen to you because
Yeah.
Wednesday, well, of course, our rapper pal Kilogram's here, but he's bringing his friend Kayla Nicole, who's a model, very nice, and we have actress Stace Lexa is going to be in the studio with us